players to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it.
All right, how we doing, everyone? Titus here, ready to get started with some VeeFriends Chrome. Gary's going to be joining us at approximately 10:45, so I figure we get a couple boxes in here, have some cards ready, and then we'll ask Gary some questions and maybe rip a box with him. But yeah, get those questions ready. Again, anytime during the stream, so whether Gary's here or not, you can enter to win that Gary V auto. So here, I got our box right here. So we're going to give away, this is actually the first collab that Gary did with Topps. So get the Direct 360 set. This was at the 2019 National, I believe, that they first did this. So we'll give that away. It does have the complete set in there too. So we got all the 19 rookies like Tatis and Vlad and Pete Alonso, all those guys in there as well. So kind of a fun set, but let's do this. Let's go ahead and dig in. And then as soon as Gary hops on the Zoom call, I will get him added into the broadcast. So like I said, expecting him at 10:45, but I know they're doing some other guest appearances. So we got a full case here. This stuff is very, very limited. They only made 1,000 cases of it, so you're not going to see a lot of it out there. We only got a couple. We've had people calling like crazy for it in the store, so it might be one that sports cards people don't know about so much, but is going to be actually a really big release just in the whole VeeFriends ecosystem. So let's do this. How we doing, everyone? Bourbon Dude, Joe Boo, McMenemy, Gerbic. Me and Abel were talking about it. It's like, okay, boxes are like $400. I've seen some like gold refractors sell for like $500-ish. I'm like, I don't hate just doing it. Whatever doesn't sell, like let's just not discount it anymore. Whatever doesn't sell, let's keep them, and we're just gonna split it and send them to eBay, I think. So, maybe we'll take the L. We'll find out. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how stuff does from this. So I'm excited for Crosscheck. He's got the Entrepreneur Elf spots. See if we can't hit some ink for him. A Kevin Hart auto, Superfractor. I think it's calling your name. Tom says personal boxes available. There you go. We got a big release day today with Bowman, VeeFriends. We got some hockey later, so it's gonna be a busy one. But let's kick things off here. We'll get started, and like I said, if we can have some cool stuff on the showcase for when he pops in, I think that would be ideal. But yeah, think of some questions that we want to ask Gary too. I want to hear his story about finally coming out with a Chrome version of this product. But it's been fun to see kind of the evolution of his partnership with Topps since that first set in 2019. We met him at 2019 National, and he actually hopped in a break with us then too. I think it was like 2018 Sapphire actually that we were ripping with him. But he talked about the process of coming out with that first box. It was pretty cool. Notorious Ninja for Tori. All right, let's see what we can find. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Eagle Refractor. Yeah, these are sweet. Benevolent Barn Owl. The anime. Accountable Anteater Refractor. Smooth Spider. First numbered card for us. That is numbered out of 199. The Ray Wave. Top load. You have a VeeFriend llama, like the NFT. Top load. You might be the lone NFT holder in here if that's the case. Smooth Spider going to Amel. Karma Kiwi Refractor. There's Ruben, Entrepreneur Elf. Fearless Fairy, Gold Refractor to 50, sick. So I know Gary was streaming late last night. I popped in for a little bit. He's got appearances at a bunch of GameStop stores today. He's popping on a bunch of breaks, so we're gonna have to ask him how he has the energy to do that. It's impressive. Fearless Fairy going to Brower Power. All right, so Gold Refractor now swapping into the mitts. I mean, I would expect to see a decent amount of low numbered color in here with how little they actually made. Courageous Cockatoo. All right, John. I'll see if we can find a cool one for you and your son. Gutsy Gecko. Tenacious Termites. Daring Dragonfly. Cynical Cat Refractor. Major Moth. And Cynical Cat's numbered to 250. Kai, you had one of the NFTs? There's a very, very, very lucky black cat. Now these are selling, so I'll go ahead and get that top loaded. Yeah, I do remember when they had the convention. Mindful Minakawa. And that is the first box for us. So I think kind of the unnumbered stuff I'll just get sleeved up afterwards. Maybe I'll pull out a couple of these inserts so that we can talk about them with them. But the refractors I'll just set aside. We'll get to afterwards. There you go, Bourbon Dude. This is a Bowman break. Yeah, Entrepreneur Elf is a big prospect. Dennis is up next. I think there is actually new tennis coming out soon. We got Royalty, right? All right, here we go. Box number 2. Legendary Lemur with the Refractor. Rational Rattlesnake. Wise Wasp. Ooh, Slay and Slug Orange. That's sick. 4 out of 25. Perceptive Puma isn't a 16-year-old Dominican prospect. He's the next big thing, supposedly. Slaying Slug going to Amel. That's what I like to see. That was not very, very perceptive of you. Graceful Goldfish. Logical Lion Refractor. Rational Rattlesnake's getting Tommy John surgery. You know, sometimes they come back stronger after getting the John surgery. Dialed Dog, who was born in 1997. Zestful Zebra Refractor. Stephen Ross, Entrepreneur Elf. Headstrong Honey Badger. Considerate Cowboy. Slaying Slug again. Level-Headed Lizard with our next numbered parallel. It's numbered out of 150. What's up, Joseph? How we doing? Zachary, welcome back. We got some sleep. We got a big day ahead of us today. Level-Headed Lizard is going to extra medium. And who was born in 1997 out of 99? So basically seeing 3 numbered parallels in each box. That is going to Gerbeck. There you go, Greg. We're doing a Squishmallow break. We have not, but, you know, we've done Cheetos. We've done, what else have we done? We did the Fuzzy Pandas, Fuzzy Llamas. Squishmallows, right up our alley, actually. What up, Ammo? Nags was going through helping make the list right now, so I was going to try to get it in before this break, but just didn't quite have enough time, so we're working on that list after just ripping hockey right before this. So afternoon credit is in, evening credit. Nags is working on the list right now. Amel ate the Han Solo Cheeto. I know that was requested by the eBay winner. What are the Fuzzy Llamas up to now a box? I gotta imagine that case price on those is through the roof at this point. Those things are rare. I'll have to look at bringing that one back sometime. Maybe a national special. Forthright Flamingo. Perfect Persian Cats. Proactive Piranha. Stunned Sun on the Ray Wave. Numbered out of 199. I feel like Ray Wave is kind of a fitting parallel for Stunned Sun. Stunned Sun going to the chip case restocker. I don't know if I can even put him on the showcase. There you go. There you go, Hinder Rocker. There's Entrepreneur Elf Base, Dynamic Dinosaur. Mature Mule. There you go, Ryan. Yep, gotta get that one in the vault. Tolerant Tortoise. Yeah, we got you, Ammo. We're gonna try to get that in so that people can hop in Bowman or use it for all of the new releases today. Quick Quail Refractor. Heart Trooper. The Shimmer, numbered out of 250. Hey, Gary, how's it going? Hey, let me switch you over so that everyone can see you.
Very cool. Oh, you pulled a gold ferry?
Yeah, so let's go through it. We're a couple boxes in. Actually, here I just pulled this Heart Trooper out of 250. So let them know who's getting it. Heart Trooper's going to Amel. There you go. But yeah, let's recap some of the color that we've pulled so far here. So we're 3 boxes in. This is box number 3. So Fearless Fairy Gold Refractor is what we got in the bit right now. 18 of 50 on the Fearless Fairy. And then we've got 1 orange so far, Slay and Slug on the inserts. And then let's see what else we got. We got Cynical Cats out of 250. We got Level-Headed Lizard at numbered out of 150. We got Smooth Spider out of 199. We got 1 very, very, very lucky black cat so far.
And you know about the eye variants in color, right?
Yes, we got the yellow eye so far. So is there different rarity tiers, or are they all like the same rarity? There's just a different ones.
That's the base, because you can see on the box that's his actual natural eye colors.
Okay.
But as a hat tip to the Pikachu, yellow and red cheeks.
Yeah.
I wanted the very lucky black cat because that's our logo to be a short print. Topps did not want to do that, but where I got them to was there's a green, purple, blue, and white and red variant. So there's a bunch of different, and the green is by far the rarest. It's roughly only 400 of them available, so it's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about just the process getting to today? Where does today rank in terms of all of the VeeFriends ecosystem? How does today rank and stack up to everything else that you've accomplished so far?
There's the original mint day of the NFTs. That's, obviously incredibly special. There's the day that we did the first VCon, because when you bought the NFT, you got 3 years worth of tickets to this business super conference. So day 1 VCon was incredibly special. Mint day was incredibly special for Series 1. But I would say this is like way up there. This is a top 5 moment in this intellectual properties, history. It's incredibly important and exciting. And it's really the coming out party. We've been building this world slowly but surely and quietly and methodically, and have built a tremendous community of thousands of people. But this is kind of its coming out party, and definitely to the hobby. We've had 0 cool Series 1 and 2 cards made.
Yep.
People go to eBay, they'll be stunned how well they do uncompleted, sold. We have a big community. But look at this. This is real chrome, right? There's I could see that gold, and I know that's to 50, and so does everybody else that collects cards. And this is a real watershed moment, especially with how hot Disney and Marvel have been in Chrome. This is a real head nod to our young IP. I also think we did a great job with the checklist. We got crazy, inserts, and it's I grew up I'm a card kid. This is a crazy all-time moment for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Ryan's got a great question here. He says, "What VeeFriend do you most identify with today, and which one do you have the most to learn from?"
Oh, that is really good. So I don't have a candor VeeFriend, but if there was a candor cow, believe it or not, Gary Vee, the public figure, is great at candor, but I've gone through a real journey over the last 5 years of going from like a 2 to like a 6 in candor, and it's had a great impact on my personal life and my professional life. So candor, maybe one day I will make a candor character. That's probably the one I need to most learn from. The one that doesn't exist yet. The one I associate with a lot of these, but I'm going to go with Common Sense Cow at this exact moment. I really do think common sense has been big for me. Simplicity, keeping it basic, not overthinking it. Maybe Confident Cobra. I feel like those stand out today as we're here.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, we're going to do one non-VeeFriends question. When will the Jets get a quarterback? Has also been asked.
I see that question in the chat. I like the lottery ticket my beloved Jets had here. I think Justin Fields is the right lottery ticket, much better than those terrible Giants from the other side of the field. I think they went the wrong way. I think we went the right way with the lotto ticket. But hopefully soon, man. I watched the Chiefs go through a very similar road. We won Super Bowl III. They won Super Bowl IV. None of us had won a Super Bowl in years. Then they got the right quarterback, and obviously we've seen what's happened to their dynasty. So hopefully one day my beloved Jets get the right guy.
Well, once you're the owner, they'll get a quarterback.
Thank you. I hope so.
What do you think? Should we go through a couple of packs of box here?
Amazing.
Nifty Narwhal refractor there. How late were you streaming last night?
To 2 a.m, and then I had to get up and do ESPN Live. Go back to that Bethany Frankel. It's a really fun insert. So there's about one in every box or so, a Entrepreneur Elf's favorite entrepreneurs insert. There's also autos of all of them, including Michael Rubin, Dana White, Kevin Hart, Bethany Frankel, Stephen Bartlett. I'm in it, and so I'm excited about this. It's a nice insert.
Yeah, it's a fun one. That was one of the most expensive spots in the break was for the Entrepreneur Elf and all the autographs and inserts. Tremendous Tiger there with the refractor. So was it a tough sell to get all of those guys to sign for it?
When you're a giver.
There we go.
Ooh.
Purple
the
eyes.
Purple eyes.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Let's go. So we got yellow and purple so far to the first 3 boxes.
I see somebody in the chat just said, is there a sapphire? We did an NFT called Gift Goat. 555 people own it. We gave them, there is a 2025 sapphire VeeFriends coming out, but we only made 650 boxes. And the Gift Goats get 555 of them, and 90 or so that we have. We're going to do stuff at the National and other things on live streams. So that's the way to know about that. I have a relationship with a lot of these entrepreneurs. I'm very big on Karma. One of my favorite characters in VeeFriends is Karma Kiwi.
Yeah.
And I try to put a lot of positivity and do a lot of good for a lot of people, which then when I have a moment like this and it comes back around and I get to ask, like, hey, first of all, it's also an honor to be a card in Topps, right? So most of these entrepreneurs were thrilled.
Yeah.
And it was incredibly fun. The founder of Liquid Death, Mike, is in this set. Stephen Bartlett, who has the CEO podcast that's incredibly popular. So it was really fun. Really fun.
That's awesome. We do have a cool giveaway too. We got the very first Gary Vee collaboration with Topps. So that was the first time that we kind of crossed paths was at the 2019 Nationals. So we still had a couple signed boxes. So anybody that comments during the break here on the app is going to be entered into to win that box. So complete with the full set and everything. How many guest appearances do you have lined up for today? I know you're going to be at some GameStops. You're going to be all over the place.
I'm all over, brother. I'm like literally 15 minutes at a time. All these I'm real. There's a character in here I love called the Hustling Hamster.
Yeah.
And another one called the Hardworking Wombat. And boy, am I that. Ooh, the Shrewd Shark manga.
Yeah, the mangas are fantastic. So like I said, we pulled the one horse so far.
Yeah, about 2.3 per box.
Okay, yep.
Nice hard truth.
Have you seen any reds or super fractors or anything super low numbered so far?
I've seen a super fractor Erupt. Erupt is our Kaboom-like product.
Okay.
It's actually made by the original artist of Kaboom 2013 and 14.
Oh, that's sick.
1 in every 13 cases, and somebody pulled the super of the Perspective Puma, which is a monster card. I've seen a red Kevin Hart Entrepreneur Elf. So there's sketch to screen.
Yeah, those are cool too. Why don't you talk about those a little bit?
This is my original drawing on the left, and then how it shows up on the cartoons on YouTube on the right. So it shows a little progression of the world.
So how long has this been in the works? How long ago did you first start coming up with the sketches, and then to today?
4.5 years ago, I drew them. About 5 years ago, actually. What do you mean, 2025? 4 years ago, I drew them. 5. Oh, Michael Rubin is that to 99?
Yeah, that is to 99.
That's a big hit.
Got the color match to the elf. That's awesome. Let's see, who's got the Entrepreneur Elf spot? That is going to Crosscheck. Nice hit, Crosscheck. So, what do you think, Gary? Are we keeping the gold refractor in the mid, or are we going Rubin in the mid?
No, the gold refractor, though.
All right. We'll
and by the way, I saw Blez put out a crazy bounty for the super auto Rubin. Amazing.
We'll have to pull it later here. Honest Honeybee. So I gotta say, just for myself, as a college kid to today, I couldn't have imagined getting to sit down with you. So just thank you for all of the inspiration that you've given people of my generation and everybody else over the years. So
That's
yeah,
very kind.
absolutely. No, it means a lot to just get to sit down here and rip some cards with you.
Ooh, is that a numbered manga?
This one is not.
No.
It looks like it's just a base.
Rhino, nice. You know, brother, and thank you for saying that. And obviously, it's not lost on me over the last decade. That 15 to 35-year-old crowd, I really was able to penetrate and put some positivity and self-esteem and accountability. That's why I love these VeeFriends. This universe is going to allow me to get to 5 to 15-year-olds to talk about good attributes and positivity. And I think it's going to really matter. And I'm trying to leave almost like a Jim Henson Sesame Street-like legacy with these VeeFriends with like a Pokemon overlay polish.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's next for VeeFriends after this? Obviously, you got Sapphire coming up, but what's next in the trading card atmosphere?
Me and Rips are working on 2026 set. It's gonna be bigger than ever. Topps has learned there's a lot more demand for this than they thought, so there'll be a good production for next year. And you know, I'm reading these comments in here, and I'm getting excited because I feel like I'm reading the comments in your chat, and I know that many people here are discovering it for the first time. They're getting to see the passion. They're getting to see the depth of this. I'm sure some of them are going to Card Ladder and eBay right now, and their jaws are hitting the ground. They have not been aware that 10,000 people really care about this IP and collect it heavily, and they're about to join the most positive, and I mean most positive, but practical community on the planet. I really believe that. I mean, look at the comments that are going in here. Gary Vee indirectly helped me start my own business. Like, I have put in 15 years of work. And by the way, this is in honor of my mother, brother. Bishop, like my mother did such a great job for me. I feel guilty and grateful and obligated to pass on the lessons, to pass on the clarity, to use my gift of words and creativity to leave a good mark. And I think parents have a tough time parenting in today's world. There's a cliche scenario going on right now, Titus. Like, there's a guy who's 43 watching this right now who has a 6-year-old daughter, and he's desperately looking for some common interests with that daughter, because when you have common interests, that's what's so great about sports and sports cards. Common interests make depths of relationships. The fact that I know I'm creating an IP and a collectible trading card and comic books that are about to be someone in your community's thing they collect with their kid, which is also going to leave a positive impact on their kid, but also make that kid and parent closer. That's just huge for me, bro. It's huge for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I know you got a lot of places to be, so I appreciate you so much taking some time to come hang out with the Real Sports Cards community today. Maybe the only one of your stops today where we actually have our own platform to stream on. So thank you for
which I by the way, which is just like kudos, and I love it, and it's smart.
Thank you.
I love your community. I do my own homework, and I really hope you, brother, and I hope the people on here right now really give VeeFriends an hour. Yeah. Just give it an hour.
Yeah.
Check out Twitter. Check out our Discord. Check out, eBay comps. Go to VeeFriends.com/cards. Like, give it an hour. I think you'll be really, you'll really be surprised, and it'll be really special.
Absolutely, and I'm excited to see what secondary market ends up looking like on these. Obviously, very limited products, so it's going to be interesting to see as it dries up what happens to it.
I think that's right, but just as I part ways here with you, I mean, this is so humbling, so I got to share it. It is ripping on the bay right now. Ripping.
Yeah.
Ripping. There's real demand for these cards in a way that I don't think I just feel like the hobby we've been kind of over here on the side. We've been at the national, things of that nature, but I think people are going to really enjoy learning about this. So thank you. I wish everybody super well.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good one, Gary. All right, sweet. Well, thank you again to Gary and the whole team for coming on for that. Let me go ahead and fix our side view here. And let's keep on rocking and rolling. So super cool to just get to chat with him for a couple of minutes. Let's keep rolling. But it's just cool to see somebody that's so passionate about what they do like that, and just genuinely has a heart for people. So whether you like everything that he does or not everything that he does, just pretty special to see that content that he's put out over the years to inspire generations like mine and everyone. So let's keep on ripping. Let's try to find some more very, very, very lucky black cats. Let's find some autographs, and we'll keep on rocking and rolling here. Yeah, Shane says, Gary Vee been motivating me for years. Glad to see him stop by. Absolutely. I'm going to take these off so that I can actually hear myself talk a little bit more. I mean, he certainly has his haters out there and the doubters, but the amount of people that have been impacted by him just so greatly outweighs that. Honest Honeybee. Missed a Barracuda refractor there. Innovative Impala, and then Smooth Spider on the Shimmer, numbered out at 250. Principal the Praying Mantis on the refractor. Hey, Zachary. Bobby Brown. Moral Monkey. Generous Gerbil. I think it worked out good having a couple boxes ripped, so we had some cards up there ready to go through when he popped on. Balance Beetle Refractor. It's like, okay, do we start with him on? Do we rip beforehand and then have him on? Brilliant Barracuda, numbered out of 150. Absolutely cross-check. We need a cheering section. Patient Pig Refractor. There's Ryan. We get some gong hits going. The Bulldog Refractor. I don't know if I can say that one in family-friendly chat, but Vibin' Vampire. Radical Rabbit set of 99. Sick. I know, it's 2 big releases today. Radical Rabbits going to Emil. Let's see, what are we doing here? Maybe Bump Cynical Cat? But yeah, when we got the opportunity to have him on, it's like, obviously we got to do it. So we got to work it in on Bowman release day still. How's Emil looking on that player break? Looks like 37 left in the pick your player. So I know some of the big spots have gone. But I don't know who all is left in that one to kick things off. Looks like first full case pick your team is just about full. Stash those refractors for now. But yeah, I think just in the trading card ecosystem, people don't quite realize how limited 1,000 cases is of this. So I think what we might end up seeing is where you have people from outside trading cards interested in this, and there's such limited product out there that hopefully the demand on the secondary market is really strong, even for base cards and stuff, just because there's not any out there. You sure did chip case restocker. We're going to get him back on when we pull the super. Oh, that's why you got the spot cross check. That makes sense now. Notorious Ninja. Empathy Elephants. OG Ox. Cynical Cat, another numbered parallel, numbered out of 199. I know, yeah, where's my entrepreneur card? Smooth Spider Refractor. There's another very, very, very lucky Black Cats. The yellow eyes again. So I think that's the base one. There's Gary himself. I feel like that one should get sleeved up. Methodical Mammoth. Pleasant Platypus Refractor. Toronto and St. Louis. Sympathetic Squid. Cockatoo. Courteous Coyote. Decisive Duck. Numbered to 250. Ooh, Woody. This might end up being the only one. I don't know. So we barely got any of it, and we've been having people call in the store like crazy. This is purple out of 20. 2 of 20. Pleasant Platypus. Platypus going to Joseph Delphs. So that's our lowest numbered one so far. I kind of like that gold, though. I think I might leave the gold in the mid, but maybe bump Smooth Spider. Alright, there you go. So this will be the only break of it, but if you're local, we'll have some available at noon in the store. So you better go line up right now. Sorry, Chipcase Restocker. Better luck next year. Yeah, again, Tom has personals now, and possibly might be able to run one, but don't count on it. Again, it's kind of fun when, like, we know the color is going to sell really well from this. Obviously, it's a lot of spots, but you might do okay just on your base cards, honestly. But if you can hit one parallel, you're probably set. Thanks for kind of a fun break. Sweet Swan, Stunned Sun, the Moon Meerkat. Oh, sick. Forthright Flamingo on the Heritage 75 design and numbered to 75. That's sick. 73 of 75. Forthright Flamingo going to Emil. Diamond Hands, Hen. This Fairy Refractor. Oh! What? Who? Gary Vaynerchuk with the Entrepreneur Elf's Favorite Entrepreneurs auto. I would hope that he's one of the favorites. Wow. That is sick. Entrepreneur Elf going to cross-check. Let's go. Get him back. Get him back in here. All right, let's get a picture of that one. We'll get that swapped into the mitts. Whew. My goodness. Couple boxes too late. I should have ripped faster. That is amazing. All right, Stun Son is stunned to be bumped off the showcase here. All right, we got to do gong hit for that. We don't do gong hits every day. We save them for special occasions like this. Gary Vaynerchuk with the auto in the mitts. That was a dead center strike there. Congratulations. That's pretty special. Hustling Hamster on the refractor. Authentic Anaconda. Oh, Stun Son again. Number down to 250. Confident Cobra. That's sick. Kind Kudu. 555 fan. That's his favorite number. Creative Crab. Ooh, Blue Eyes. Yeah. He was counting on that for his extension. So Blue Eyes, Black Cats. Decisive Duck Refractor. Yeah, I'm going to get a picture of that one real quick. I'll get it over to AIM. We'll see if we can't get that posted. Get some of this dust out of here first, though. It's like the Instagram versus real life. Let's see. The Sun Spacco and Solar. Absolutely. I love the Who inscription on it. Carter's got the perfect Persian cats. All right. Got 5 boxes left. Ooh. Oh, that is sick. Karma Kiwi, number 29 of 50. That is sick. So the one card in the pack. That's cool. The buttons are VeeFriends, Topps Chrome. So cool. They did a good job just designing cool cards for this set. Would have been easy to just, throw all the characters on Chrome, but they made it special. Who's got the Karma Kiwi? Karma Kiwi, I can go into Real Emil Cynic. Man, that guy hits all the good stuff. So that is the Game On inserts on the Karma Kiwi. I gotta imagine that's gonna be a pretty big card. Let's bump Want that. Slide Slane Slug over. The last pack of the box. Level-headed Lizard. Auto Hyena. Radical Rabbits. Legit Llama, number 1099. That is going to top load. Can't remember, Derek, is that the one that you said you had? Selfless Sloth Refractor. Kevin Hart's. Adaptable Alien. Innovative Impala. Ooh. The BA Bulldog to keep it family friendly. Out of 75. The Bad Bulldog. And get one to smell skunky. Oral Monkey. Alert Ape. Capable Caterpillar. Chill Chinchilla. Gold again. Insightful Irish Terrier. Gold refractor to 50. We're getting some low numbered stuff now. That is also going to Emil. Let's see, what are we going to be bumping here now? Entrepreneur Elf Refractor. Probably a good one. Stack of refractors to sleeve up after this. I'll probably get them top loaded too. I could see some of those refractors doing really well. Another drink here. See what Emil's doing on that 33 left. Looks like he just had some discounts. That 5K flare break. 7 left in the hobby figure team. When you live for the validation, you aren't living. Whimsical Wolf. That's got to be the longest one in here. Poised Pug. There's another very, very, very lucky black cats. Yellow Eyes. Tough to beat a worm from the dirt. Numbered out of 150 on the wave. Who's just asking for this one? That is going to Emirani. Vicious Angel Refractor. Peaceful Pelican refractor. Gracious Grizzly Bear. Evelyn Barn Owl. Legendary Lemur at a 250. Yeah, I think that's the next move. We'll combine Rubes and Gary. Major Moth. Alpha Alligator. Humble Hedgehog. Legit Llama Refractor. Decisive Duck out of 199. Cool one. Decisive Duck going to Adonis Hill. Notorious Ninja has a notorious hard hit apparently. That's the word on the street. Resourceful Robin Refractor. I know Ninja's a really popular one though, so it'd be fun to hit some color. That was the very first Topps Chrome card. I think they pulled Notorious Ninja sketch last night out of the Zero Cool VeeFriends. That's about all we got left to hit here. We need a sketch. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, that's what we were saying, Cope. That's why it's like, well, if nobody wants to close out the rest of the cheap spots, we'll just we'll decide to do to split them. Sweet Swan. What we got here? We got the Erupt Considerate Cowboy, numbered to 10. That's sick. So this is what he was saying. The original artist of the Kaboom designed these. Yeah, it's kind of the Chase SSP. That's awesome. Consider it Cowboy and going to Amel. All right, we'll get that up there next to the mitts. Michael and Gary combined their Methodical Mammoth. Ooh, I feel like that could actually be a big card too. The Manga Lucky Black Cats. Bourbon Dude, that was right on cue. Right on cue with the Erupt. Courageous Cockatoo out of 75. John Hayes. Dapper Dachshund. When you live for the validation, you aren't living. Alpha Alligator Refractor. Oral Monkey out of 250. Shimmer. Gracious Grizzly Bear. Hyena. He's got Moral Monkey. Going to Amel. Dip Piranha. Mature Mule. Empathy Elephant, sweet. Number to 150, another good one to hit there. Jeez. That Manga Lucky Black Cat's over $100 card right now. I don't think that's about as expensive enough. Empathy Elephant going to top load. There you go, top load. Well, that's one of the popular original ones. Capable Caterpillar. Yeah, like I said, I got no clue what these are going to continue to do like long term in the secondary market, but I do know that they've only made 1,000 cases of this stuff, so it might sound like a lot to some people, but compared to what they make for some of the sports stuff, it's like nothing. So, like Brian was saying, Topps has over 1,000 direct accounts, so there's a ton of shops and accounts that got literally nothing. So there's a good chance that just about all of this product gets ripped in the next week. And then the only way to pick up them will be on the secondary market. Just supply and demand at that point. Huge community of people that probably aren't normally into trading cards, that if they have demand for these, there's not a lot of supply. Be good for secondary market. So Cope, that's what we were saying earlier. We won't have any more for Minnesota breaks. Tom has personals up right now, and possibly could have a break. So TBD on that. Vibe and Vampire. Polish Bull. Shrewd Shark. Numbered out of 150. Generous Gerbil. Cannibal Anteater. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to appeal to all, like, baseball card collectors, but it's not supposed to. Like, it's not made for sports collectors necessarily, right? When you live for their validation, you are living out of 250. So not everyone's going to get it, and that's fine. Just like Bowman comes out today, and plenty of people that don't do any Bowman. It's going to Brower Power. Moral Monkey out of 199. Gutsy Gecko. Yep, GameStop, so we'll have blaster boxes. Yeah, we have like one case of blasters and one case of hobby, I think, here at Minnesota store. It'll be available right at noon. Energetic Electric Eel. Bounce Beetle. I'm sure we're doing like one box per customer. Asian Pig Refractor. Eager Eel. Absolutely, Cope. I always tell people that too, like, even within baseball. I just had that conversation with the customer last night that was here that was ripping Tribute. They really like the high-end stuff. It's like Topps is going to make a new product, every couple of weeks. And there's going to be some that are base-heavy, some that are high-end. And even, like, within the high-end stuff, they're going to have a wide range of, Topps Chrome Black is way different than Tributes. And you're not going to like all the products, but that's totally fine. Somebody else is going to love Heritage and hate Tribute. And that's the beauty of it. You can go any direction you want. I love collecting the short prints, like the image variations from Flagship. Some people like collecting patch autos. Some people like collecting 1,000 different Bobby Witt Jr. base cards, having one of every single card that releases. Some people like putting together complete sets. A couple people like hockey. Like Crosscheck. This is the last box here. Problem for me is that I love all the products. Fair. Fair. All the good news is that we ripped just about everything. Sorry for the hockey slander. We needed 4 more hockey collectors last night. So you're late waiting for that one to close out. Ooh, refractor. I don't know if there's is there parallels on the different eyes too, or are the parallels just for the base one? Regardless, nice refractor there. Maybe that spot should be in the mitt. Witty Weasel. Dapper Dachshund. Witty Weasel. I think Andrew's been putting together the list out there, so I think we're gonna be able to random off the autograph box here at the ends. But I'll confirm with him as we wrap up here. Energetic Eel. Perceptive Puma. Oh, purple to 10. Confident Cobra. Oh. 3 of 10 on that. So a couple parallels to 10. Nothing lower than that, but I gotta imagine those are gonna be big cards. Confident Cobra going to top load. Awesome. Awesome hit there. Yeah, those coins are fun. Heart Trooper, numbered out of 199. White Eyes, jeez. We're going to have just about the whole rainbow. How many are there again? I think that's our 4th different color if you count the base. Let's see what we got here. White eyes, blue eyes, purple eyes, and then obviously the yellow's the base. There you go. Not bad. Not bad on the very, 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 very lucky black cat. Going to Bourbon Dude. Then we got the refractor and the manga as well. I don't know if I can endorse that, Cope. Perceptive Puma. Shrewd Shark. I don't think Dave Ramsey would go for that. Reflective Rhinoceros. Sophisticated Stingray is going to be the last refractor. But we got one more little bonus here at the ends. One more Black Cats. Good stuff. I feel like that'd be a fun card to get Gary to sign at the National. He's usually pretty good about signing if you come up to his booth at the National. So it'd be fun to get a Black Cat signed. Might have to keep my eye out, see if I can get one. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a blaster. I feel weird. I should leave them for people that want to get them in the store. But let's go ahead and recap again. I got a stack of refractors here. Maybe I'll pull them out. This is how many refractors you get for a case. So I will get all of those sleeved up. We'll get them taken care of. But we do have all of the mangas sleeved here. Witty Weasel, Perceptive Puma, Sophisticated Stingray. Maybe I'll just say the character and not the prefix. Electric Eel, Dachshund, Grizzly Bear, Alligator, Hyena. When you live for their validation, you aren't living. Caterpillar, Swan, Anaconda, 5555 Fan, OG Ox, Methodical Mammoth, Impala, Monkey, Firefly, Rhinoceros, Shark, Piranha, Mule, Dialed-In Dog, Considered Cowboy, Barn Owl, and Major Moth. Yeah, I mean, they did a really good job with the products. Like I was saying before, there's 100% going to be the people that are like, oh, this is the dumbest thing ever. But then there's also going to be the group that think this is the coolest thing ever. And there's a big community that are going to really enjoy this release. So I think they crushed it for what the intended purpose was. And 3 numbered cards per box is kind of what we were seeing. I think it did say 3 numbered cards or inserts on each box, but I think it was 3 numbered cards plus some inserts. Okay, numbered out of 250 here to start things off on the shimmers. We got Heart Trooper, Bad Bulldog, Smooth Spider, Cynical Cat, Decisive Duck, Stunned Sun, Legendary Lemur, Moral Monkey. When you live for their validation, you aren't living. There were a bunch of cheap spots that were still available, so we just made a comment that anything that wasn't sold, me and Emil were going to keep. So me and Emil closed out all the cheap ones so that we could get started on time. Legendary Lemur out of 199, Cynical Cats, Smooth Spider, Stunned Sun, Decisive Duck, Moral Monkey, and Heart Trooper. But yeah, I think now that people have seen it, if we had done another one, then I think it would fill up very quickly. Numbered out of 150, Brilliant Barracuda, Level-Headed Lizard, Tough to Beat a Worm from the Dirts, Empathy Elephant, and Shrewd Shark. Out of 99, Green's Radical Rabbits, Legit Llama, and then Who Was Born in 1997. Out of 75, Bulldog, and then Courageous Cockatoo. One of the 75 retro inserts, Forthright Flamingo out of 75. Nags, are we good on that list? I'll pull it up here at the end, but well, actually, let me see. I'll confirm with them, but Insightful Irish Terrier, 45 of 50 on the gold refractor. Yeah, absolutely, Jake. Would definitely agree with that. And Eric, I think there's a lot of people that are in that same boat. So that was the battle that we were fighting for sure. Was that people hadn't heard of it, and we were trying to run it obviously very quickly to get Gary on for this morning. So Slaying Slug out of 25. Originally, we were thinking we were doing this tomorrow night, which obviously was a lot different than trying to fill one for this morning. So, but glad we were able to make it happen. Slaying Slug going to Emil. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Are we all set on that list?
Yeah.
So it's the 26? Is that right? Confident Cobra out of 10. Going to top load. We've got the Game On Karma Kiwi. Numbered to 50. Karma Kiwi is going to Emil. Alright, it'll be interesting to see just how much this spot crushed, but I think it did crush. Very, 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 very lucky black cat. I'm going to Bourbon Dude. We got the white eyes, blue eyes, purple eyes, yellow, getting the yellow as the base, three base, 4 base, 1 manga, and 1 refractor. Thank you, I appreciate it, Cope. That was a fun one. Pleasant Platypus, the purple refractor out of 20. That spot's going to Joseph Delphs. Fearless Fairy, gold refractor at a 50. Going to Brower Power. We got Considerate Cowboy at a 10 on the Erupt SSP. Going to Emil. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate the welcome to the community. That was a fun one. And like I said, we got a couple NFT holders that are in here that commented. So kind of cool to see their journey from being involved in the NFTs to here ripping Topps Chrome and the crossover. In the midst, Michael Rubin on the green refractor to 99, and then also the Gary Vaynerchuk auto with the Who inscription. Entrepreneurs, elves, and favorite entrepreneurs. And again, that is going to Crosscheck. So congratulations, Crosscheck. I'm sure he'll be by later to pick those up. But fun stuff. Let's go ahead and gonna run the giveaway here. I'll see if there's any more comments here at the end of people that we need to add to add to our list. But let me switch you over to the desktop. Yeah, absolutely. Chip case restock. I would agree with that as well. Fun to see something new. All right, let's see if any of you are not in here that had commented recently. Let me, I'm going to alphabetize. That's probably fine. Let's alphabetize this. Last chance if you want to get in the giveaway and you haven't commented yet, say something on the Real Sports Cards app, and we'll get you entered. Let's see. I got Cope. I got Chip Case Restocker. Yep. We got Just Eric is not in there yet. Get you added. He might have just been doing them while Gary was in here, but let everybody else as well. Tori. Woody, I'm not entering. Employees not eligible. Cross check. We got Carter. We got Ryan. Will not be eligible. Got Zachary Ryan though. Get you added here. Yeah, I think Negs is just doing it while Gary was in. We'll check since then. Ziegler. We got. Amos we got. John Hayes we got. Gabe we got. Miller we got. Alright, I think we're probably good here.
Don't complete the break just so we can double check the commenters. Like, don't complete it just so we can go back in.
I'm gonna run it right now. Yeah. I went back through and checked all the way back to when Gary was here, so I think we're good. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. This is going to be... I'm just going to copy this VeeFriends number 1. Auto giveaway. Yes, Bourbon Dude, I got you. So I got this alphabetically. We've got 28 unique commenters. Throw you all on the list here. We got Ammo up top, Zach G on the bottom. That show's got to be 4 or higher. We're going 8 rounds. Just Eric is going to be our winner. So I will get that marked for you, and we will get that shipped out to you. So congratulations, Just Eric, on winning that autograph box. So appreciate you all for hanging out. It's going to get a fun day planned for you with lots of new releases. So we got that 5-case pick your player that Emil is going to be ripping here shortly. 28 spots left. Let's see who's still available. Oh, somebody named Bishop is still available? What are we doing? It's because Emil's breaking in. I get it. Condon is still available. Cobb Hightower. Like a bunch of cheaper spots, though, for the most part. Emilian is way too close to Emil, so I get it. I get it leaving that one. Gary Gilhill, one of the best names in the product. And then Weatherholt still available as well. Yostikson, the password is his nickname. McGonagall still available. Really not too bad. PJ Orlando. Bazana has autos in this, base autos. But down to, what was it, 28 spots left out of like 250 or 200-ish. So just about full there. You got 7 left in the first hobby picker team, 9 left in the first drafted teams. And you've got personals up in Philly right now. If you want to do some VeeFriends, should be in here somewhere. Yep, VeeFriends hobby boxes available there. Or case. Who wants to do a case? Close them out for them. And then Breakers Delight picker team, Ultimate Collection hockey, all kinds of new stuff, and then another hobby picker team. So it'll be a fun day. We got another 5-case picker player dropping a little bit later on. And I will be back tonight to break. Oh my gosh, we got National Treasures baseball too. Whew. But thank you again for a fun break, and we'll see you later tonight with Team Titus.